Okay, so I thought I'd do a video specifically going over how we do enter the SAM reads from Nabil. So he will send us a few. In this case, he's sent through 46. Now we only have one tablet that does them, and currently just figure out who has that tablet and basically give the jobs to them. Right now it's mix, but it could be someone else if you've moved it over to them. But yeah, they're happy to do them and pretty flexible. So this is just going to be kind of how you add these jobs from this table. So Nabil will send through an email like this. It's like, "Hi Stephen, please see the attached SAM reads required for Origin," and you'll open it up and it will be this list. Okay, and there's a few things we need to note that are a bit different than regular reads. So when you do SAM reads, when you probe them, we need to choose the date that we want them from and to, and that will dictate how much data we want to get from the meter. So you can see here that we have a column that's labeled from date, and this is in all cases the date that so on the program, and the person who has the tablet will know this, but on the tablet it will have what date we need the reads from, and then the date that we need the reads to, and usually the to date is just today's date. That's fine. So all we need to do is kind of add that in the special instructions. We need them from this date. Site name. Now this should already be in Airtable, but if it's not, we're gonna add that, and this stuff should automatically come in. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to copy the meters into Airtable, see what we already have in the meter reference table, and fill in any that we don't have. You can see, so last time no one was here, so it was closed, we couldn't get in, and this one we had access issues because there were no keys in the key safe. But anyway, we'll deal with that later. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the meter numbers from here. Go into our UST add jobs view. Okay. Add a job. Click on the meter ID. And I've already copied this, so copy our meter numbers, Control C. And once we've clicked on our meter ID for our new job, Control V and paste. Yes, we want to expand the group, and boom. We just see what we get. Okay, so you can see that most of these are filled in, like Arden Gardens, Eternity and Hawthorne Park, Martin Powlett. Most of these, the data's filled in, so which means that we already have these meter numbers in here. But we do have a couple, this one here and this one here, that don't have any site, tenancy, address linked to them. Okay. This means that we need to add this detail to this meter ID. So then once we have it linked, the site linked to the meter ID, then the tenancy will be linked. We need to link the address. So we're just going to do that now. So we use the this that he gave us, this list, and we kind of go through and we just add. So we can see here that this one, this meter, so 77329, 77329, this is for East Center. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go click on this meter ID. Okay. We've got the site, so that's empty. So we go add site, and we look for East Center if it's there. Yep, so it's there. Brilliant. Okay. Now that fills in the site section. It also fills in the access details section. We can also add the address to it, either here from the Excel table, we can add it, or we can go into the site itself and it will be there too. So either one, from either one you can get the address, and so I just add that in there. Tenancy and the meter location. Okay, so if I have a look at tenancy, I can see that tenancy is 2411, unit number 2411, so 2411. And meter location, now usually in these he will have a meter location in these spreadsheets. So I can see here it's the level 27 riser covered near lifts. So I can add that, and that's the specific location of this meter. Cool. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all filled in. And we click away and we can see that that's all good, and it looks like the rest of them. So use the other ones as a guide as to how much you need to put in. We'll fill in these ones later. Now, this one, 74832. 74832. Ivanhoe Gardens. Level 5. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in here. We're going to, again, click the meter ID, the site. Ivanhoe Gardens. And we don't have any information for that one. So, Ivanhoe Gardens. Add that to the site name. Access details. Now we don't have that yet. We'll get that in a sec. State, Victoria. Map address. Well, we'll use this table and we'll have a look and we'll go, oh, sorry, here it is. 37 to 69 Bell Street. Okay. Well, and to get the access details, what we need to do is probably reply to the email that we had. So I would just reply to this and say, hi Nabil, please send updated access details for Ivanhoe Gardens. Thanks. Okay, add that in there. And we'll send that. And we'll see what we get. Okay, so he's given us some access details for Ivanhoe Gardens now. Basically, lockbox in the fire control room. Use 003 key to enter. Mounted on the wall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. Sorry, I'm going to be quick there. Click on the site. So we need the, we can go through the meter again, but then once we've gotten to the meter details, we need to go into the site details, or you can just click on the site details directly like I did, and you've got the site name, the access details. We've got all this filled out. We just need the access details. So I just copy and paste it into here, and this looks nice. So click away and click away here, and you can see now the access details are locked in here. So we'll go back into our list and fill in the rest of the details. So we've got the tenancy. So the tenancy is 502B. The meter location. Level 5 riser cupboard. And the address, well, we had that from the other one. So from the site details. 37 to 69 Bell Street, Ivanhoe. I'll just check something quickly. Yep, that's correct. So, yep, so that's it. We've got all that detail in there. Now these are all filled in here. So we've got all of our site tenancy and address details, and they're all correct. Next, we'll go into the service required. So I click on the drop-down arrow and go SAM billing read. That's what these are. Copy this top one, Control-Shift down all the way to the bottom, and Control-V. That copies them all the way to the bottom. And the date required. So probably give it a week and a bit. So we'll put by the 10th. Probably want them done by the 10th. Something like that. Copy that, and then all the way down to the bottom, Control-V. And that is that. So that's all good. And the special instructions. So if you recall, the special instructions, we wanted the from date for each of these. Okay. Now remember, so far these are in order. Well, at least they should be in order. Oh, let me just double check that they're in order. I'll copy this list and make sure that I can overwrite that. Equals that equals that. Yep, that's all in order. So what we want to do is we want the from date to be in there, but we also want, because we can't really see the meter location, we probably want to copy that in there as well. So I'll use a little formula, and I'll do equals, we'll go quotation from space and then another quotation. Okay, so what this quotation does is it says, all right, I want this cell to equal the letters or the symbols in between here. So if I press enter, it will just show from, even though officially the formula is equals quotation from. So anything in here. So I want from space, then ampersand, the and symbol, and then click on the from date, press enter. Oh, no, sorry. We need to do that a different way. We need to do and then we do text, tab, click on the value, from date, comma, and then the format text we do dd, I think it's supposed to be dd/mm/ yeah. I think that's it. Yep, there we go. So it should look something like this. And make sure that this value is the value in the cell that you're getting the date from. Okay. And then we'll do some more writing. So full stop, space, location, colon, space, quotation again, ampersand, and then we'll do click on the meter location, enter. Okay, it's a bit of a complicated formula, but what you're doing is, if we break it down, everything between the ands. So you've got in the quotation marks from, well, I'll highlight over here. So in the quotation marks, you've got from, which just gives you from in a space. Then you've got the text value to show in a date format this cell, which is here. Another and then you've got in quotation marks full stop, space, location, colon, space. Okay. So that gives you the full stop, the space, the location, colon, space. And then you've got and G2, whatever this is. And that's how it's kind of broken down. Whoop. So what we're going to do, we're going to click and drag that to here. And you can see how this all fills in like this. Okay. So we can copy this. So highlight all this, copy, Control Shift V. So paste the values. So we've got the values. Copy it again. Open up this here, your Airtable, and in here you want to click. Oh no, don't double click. Just click the top one. Control V, and that should fill it all in here. Now this is a bit complicated, so again, I can probably do it. Do a couple if you want. Do them one at a time, but yeah, that is kind of how you put all of them in, like this. Once they're in like that, send them off and allocate them, and you're done.